Habari gani, my nduga na dada. This is your brother, your elder, General Abu Amen Ra. My brothers and sisters, let me share something with you very quickly. Many years ago, when I saw this image of Egyptians portraying how they relate to other Africans and also the Europeans and the Asians. Once I saw this was what I need. This was the Egyptians themselves stating who they are. Now listen, my brothers and sisters. Once I had this, I had my foundation. It is similar to the Sumerians calling themselves blackheads. Now listen, I began to study Dr. Ben, Dr. John Henrik Clarke, and many of our black scholars. And then they are the ones who gave me the facts that encouraged me to believe. Not believe, really, but to know that the Egyptians were nothing but Africans. They portrayed themselves as such. And they portrayed the Asians and the Europeans as a different kind of people. Now, my brothers and sisters, I've shown you what the Egyptians left behind, demonstrating who they are. Now, get you some of Dr. Ben's books. It's Dr. Ben Jochannan, Dr. Ben, Dr. John Henrik Clarke, and many, many other black and white scholars. Are you listening to me? I know I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to deliberate on it. I know the Egyptians were nothing other than Africans, regardless of what the Greeks and the Romans claim. They are cultural thieves, history thieves. They use up our history and claim it as their own. I'll be damned. If you believe that stuff they put on you, then you should be held in captivity. But listen, my brothers and sisters, you should also know by now that the Egyptians were Africans. We built the greatest civilization of the world and then civilized the world. Some we didn't make it with 100%. That's the Europeans. They're barbarians. Whatever their appetite calls for, they have to have it one way or the other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Wake up, my people. I love you. Take in this information and do research on it so that you can be content with what you believe and what people, some black scholars, tell you it's all about. That is, the Egyptians were nothing but African people. You understand what I'm saying? Then stand up tall, because you are an Egyptian. You are every African on the continent, every tribe on the continent, especially the Africans that were sold into slavery. For instance, I did my DNA test and I found out I was from Benin and Togo and Cameroon and a few from Nigeria. Are you listening to me? 1% of my blood comes from East Africa. That's some from many places. But I am proud. I know I am an African, so I am going to stand, talk, and walk like an African. Masgaya. Peace and hope up to you, my brothers and my sisters.